Hello everyone, I'm back. So I'm Kashika Narula from class 10D, Lexicon International School, Kalyani Nagar, and here I am with my notepad part 2. I just posted the part 1, and here in part 2 I will be explaining in detail all of the menu bars, all of the parts of the menu bar. So first we have file. Let us open notepad side by side so we can understand it nicely. So first, as you can see, is file right here. So file, edit, format, view and help. These are the five parts we'll be learning. So first is file. In file we have added a label new, a label file, and then as you can see add underscore cascade. So I have added a cascade in file so that all these other parts like new window, open, save as, etc. can be cascaded inside file. So imagine we have a bowl and we need to cascade all this stuff inside the bowl. So first we'll be taking the bowl, right? We'll be naming the bowl as a container. So we'll be taking all this stuff and putting it inside the container. So this is what we're doing here. We are naming the container, we are naming the file as a cascade, and then we are putting all of the function, all of the labels like new window, open, etc. inside the label. So next, I already told you in my last video what bind all is, and then we have written the functions over here. So command equals to open. So open the command, I have put it in double inverted commas, but it is not supposed to be put in double inverted commas. If I remove it from the double inverted commas, it will actually do the work. But right now, if we run and then we try to open, it will show nothing because we still haven't added the functions yet. And then if we add open right now, file, open, it will show us an error because we still haven't put in the event in the command which we have put. So in my next video, I will be explaining all the functions of file and edit. Next, let us go on to label save. So save also has a command. So save will be saving our project. Next is the most important part. The edit equals to menu bracket menu bar. So I already explained what tear off is. So let us go into line number. Menu bar equals to menu bracket root, and then edit equals to menu bracket. Where it is inside menu bar, and what the tear off is. So tear off can be 1 or 0. 1 means new line, 0 means no new line. Similarly, we added all of the labels, the commands, and the accelerators. We added the binds. Next, we have our edit.add underscore command. So here I have added a command go to. So this should not be separated. This is all together. Next, we have format. Format equals to menu bracket menu bar. So as you can see, every time I have put in menu bracket menu bar, comma tier of equal to 0. So if I put in tier of equal to 1, let us see what happens. Put down in the comments section what you think will happen. Run, format, nothing happens. So as you can see, the tier of shows us if it is visible or not. So as if the menu bar, the format inside the menu bar is now not visible. So this is how the tier of comes. Now we need to remove it onto 0, back to 0, run, click on format, it's back to normal. So this is what the tier of does. It adds a next line to the statement. So tier of 0 means no new line, tier of 1 means new line with dots. Next we have view equals to menu bracket menu bar comma tier of equals to 0. Here also the same thing is there. Just I want to explain a little bit over here. We have bind all bracket inverted commas control slash plus. So if you look at your keyboard right now, you have a control and a plus sign. So what you need to do is click on control and at the same time click on plus sign. So let me see if I have a keyboard here. I'm not sure if I downloaded it before the video. I have it. So we have it. We'll be opening it. Okay. So next we have The keyboard is not opening right now. I'll make sure to show it in my next video. So we have the add underscore check button. So I already showed you what check button is. When you click on zoom, view, zoom, then there is a check button should be there, right? Obviously, because there should be a check button which ticks if it should be zoomed or not, or how much it should be zoomed. So that is what happens over here. Next we have root.geometry. So geometry means the size of the roots. The size of the root. What do you think root is? Put in the comment section. Did you put it? I'm sure most of you are correct. Root is the basic window, the arena in which all this is happening. So let us see what this root.geometry does. So right now, as you can see, it's in a box type of format. This root is in the box type of format. Next we have, let us put in 500 into 250. What do you think will happen? It increases its length. So the first one is length, the next one is width. Let us see what happens when 500 is the width as well. One extra zero. Here we go, it almost resembles to the regular notepad. So we just need to increase the height a little bit more. The width is, I think, okay, it should be 550, I suppose. The width should be 550 and the length, let us put it on to 700. Open the notepad, open this, close, and run. I'm sure it is similar, but it isn't quite what we want yet. The length is okay. We need more for the height. So instead of 700, let us put in 850. It might go too much, so let's just try with 800. Here we go, we have a notepad exactly like our original one. So this is our original one, we have this right here. Now of course in this notepad there will be some extra things like this label you might see, this is there. Now we have this notepad written over here, there we have untitled dash notepad, we can always edit it. Now we have this logo of Tkinter here, they have the notepad logo here. All these things, how to change for the basics, I will be telling in my next video or a few videos after. So let me just show you how we can change the name. So right now what do you see the root name is notepad. Let us do untitled dash notepad. So in our fourth line we wrote root.title bracket inverted commas and notepad. So instead of that we'll be writing untitled notepad. Run. Here we have an untitled notepad. Let us open the notepad original one. I suppose they both are similar. Now all I need you all to know is write some important points down here. So I'll be just putting it in triple inverted commas and right here like this. Yeah, so all I write inside this will be a comment. So first comment is cascade. It's a container. Next I have the main loop. Very important. Last line. Next we have the separator. It is a dull line which separates two labels. Next we have a command what we want our button or label we can say, or anything like a checkbox. Here I have used these three, so I'm telling this, but it can also be a radio button or a normal button or a tick option is also there, or a text box as well. So what we want are, all these are also known as variables. They're not variables exactly, but there are widgets. widgets. So let us just copy all this and write. These are the few terms I'll be using in my videos. So our widgets. So widgets are like, in real life we have gadgets. Like my laptop is a gadget, my phone is a gadget. So similarly, these are Python's gadgets. Right now, if you just delete all of this, I'll just Control A1, Control C, backspace. Now I have a completely new window. So all I'll be writing is import, import from Tkinter, from Tkin, T-I-K-I, from Tkinter, import star. Import star means import all. So now we need to give a root. So root equals to tk bracket. Now I don't need to give any root title, but I need to main loop it. So root dot main loop. So over here in the middle, I'll be writing root dot. No, I'll be giving a variable. I'll be writing one second. I'll be adding a separator. So not a separator. I'll be adding a check button. So a equals to root dot. So here in the bracket, the first variable should be root, the container. Next should be text. So text equals to hey. Right now this program will not work because I have added it in a form in which it will work for only Notepad. The PyCharm right now is programmed in a way which will only work for Notepad. So to make this work, I'll have to reprogram it. So instead of reprogramming it, this is you guys' homework. You guys need to check if this program actually works or not. I'm pretty sure there are no errors, but if there are, I need you guys to help me correct them. Let us go back to our program. So all these are the very important points which you need to understand. I'll just revise everything. From Tkinter imports, of course importing is very important. So importing IMPO. So importing Tkinter is the main thing, because as you see, once I remove this, the whole program will have 8 errors, 1 disclaimer, 36 and everything. But if I add it, it will just have 1 disclaimer. Let's see what the disclaimer is. Oh, this is just a spelling mistake which I made in one of the functions. Now, as you know already, if I have made a spelling mistake over here in def, then I need to make the same spelling mistake while adding the command over here. So as you can see, command equals to print page. Now let's go find print page. Print page. Do you see print page? Here we go, print page on line number 21. So this is the same spelling. If I write here PRINET, so it won't show any usage, and it will also show an error down here. So I need to go at PRIENT, and here also PRINET, like the same thing. So this is what I have. Now it should not show any errors. It does not show any errors. So this is what my Python programming is all about. Finding the errors, correcting them, and then running our notepad and running our function. So thank you everyone. Stay tuned for more videos. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day ahead.